Yeah, so obviously the main news story is the killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar. And watching various news reports or news programs on TV or on the TikTok, etc., BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera. I haven't really watched much of Sky. I feel, oh yes, when you're on TikTok, I saw a clip from ABC. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is the main thing that's going on is they're trying to analyze. They're interviewing experts, political analysts, commentators. So what does this mean for Hamas? What does this mean for the war in Gaza? Or the whole region of the Middle East? What's going to happen now? Because Hamas don't have a leader. And to me, I don't blame them. Listen, they have to do the news. They have to do something. But you don't need to be an expert to know that Hamas, this is Hamas. Hamas know that their leaders get killed. In fact, this leader now, Sinwar, and then the previous two leaders, I think, I stand corrected, were killed by Israel. So the second you're made leader of Hamas, you know, hey, this is a job for life. Job for life. It's a job for life. Whether your life is another 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, that's it. Look, you're not a Supreme Court judge in America and you're not the Pope or the Chief Rabbi of South Africa in terms of a job for life, but this is Hamas, job for life. Because your life is going to probably end prematurely. Depending. This is it. When you lead Hamas, you've reached, this is the pinnacle. You've reached the top of your game. There's no promotion. You're not going to get told, hey, Hamas leader, let's call you or whatever. Mohammed, big promotion. You Hamas leader, you've done a good job, but hey, big promotion. Oh, yes. Oh, you want to know what the big promotion is? Oh, well. Regional head of Al Jazeera, Minneapolis region. Oh, no, because we looked at your CV. It says on your CV, on your resume, communications degree, University of Johannesburg. So off you go. There you're the chief Al Jazeera Schlenter, the small little branch in Minneapolis. So yeah, so you lead a Hamas, now suddenly you've been that doesn't happen. That's a fantasy. It doesn't happen. I mean, imagine you just forget about that. Let's go back. Let's rewind. You've just been made leader of Hamas. You come home and you want to share the news with your wife. And she's been glued to the TV that she knows already that you're the leader of Hamas. That's just the way it is. You know? You can't. Maybe in the 60s you're leader of Hamas, you arrive, your wife doesn't know. But she knows. And by now, look, at the moment now she knows you're dead. And there's this famous video, you've probably seen it by now. To me, this video could be of anybody, but they say it's of this Hamas leader. I forget his name because I'm getting old. Sinwar. This is Yahya Sinwar. Apparently he's got one arm's off and he throws a stick at the drone. And I watched this one TikTok video of this woman. She thinks, wow, it's so impressive that his last dying thing was to throw a stick at the drone. And look, he was in the front line. You take a leader like Biden, and she mentions all these leaders. Biden, Obama, whoever. They would not have been in the front line. It's silly. I mean, it's silly. The guy's leader of Hamas. He's leader of Hamas. It's, you can't compare. It's a so-called terror organization, or for argument's sake, it's a freedom-fighting guerrilla warfare organization. Of course, you're in the front line. What? You're not sitting on your tochas. Mind you, having said that, I stand corrected because Hamas have their headquarters in Qatar. But Sinwar, bless him, oh, no, maybe not bless him, but you know what I mean. The point is, yes, it's a big event, it's a big story that Yahya Sinwar was killed. It is. But in terms of what does this mean for the future? It doesn't mean anything. Hamas was probably in disarray and a bit confused for like maybe not, don't even, maybe a day, maybe even less, maybe even an hour. Because think about it. You're in the middle, you're being bombed by Israel. There's bombers all over the place. All your little cells in Hamas, you're not in constant communication with Yahya Sinwar. In fact, for all you know, look, I don't have any inside information. I'm not a Hamas, whatever. They wouldn't take me. The point is, for all we know, all these little Hamas guys are only had communication maybe with this leader, Yahya Sinwar. Maybe only once a week they got a little pager. Oh no, maybe not the pager, but you know what I mean, because the pagers. Maybe they got a message from him once a week. It's not like they're in constant. It's not like this Hamas leader was constantly, like hands-on, a helicopter manager, helicopter parent, like, controlling every minute of every working detail of Hamas. So, yeah, Sinwar was killed. It's now 2.5, or it's 3 days ago. Let's say 3 days ago. Half of Hamas, maybe some of them don't even know that he's dead at this stage, even though there is internet, social media, etc. Look, okay, I'm being silly. They probably know by now. In fact, Hamas officially announced, yes, that was our leader, Yahya Sinwar. And the Israelis, Israel also confirmed, like a day later, that yes, we did DNA testing of this body that we blew up. We looked at the face. Oh, the face rings a bell. They looked at the face. Oh, looks like Yahya Sinwar. But they did your DNA. So they had records. They had his DNA records. Hey, this DNA, it's quite something. This DNA has been the ending of many a killer, many a criminal, many a serial killer. I love these cold cases with the DNA, with the ancestry. Oh, don't get me started. But that's another story. So Yahya Sinwar, he was in jail in Israel, like off and on, maybe more on than off, for like 22 years. So they had his DNA. I don't know how they got his DNA. Did they say, getting open his mouth, we're going to take a swab. Vakasha, take a swab. Or, would you like a drink? So Yahya Sinwar takes a sip, and then they quietly, while he's not looking, they take the cup away, and they with a pair of tweezers, and they put it in the forensic bag and take it away. So they had his, however they did his DNA. They could have taken it from someone's tochas. You never in prison. You do what you have to do. So anyway, they had his DNA. They proved it's Yahya Sinwar. But the emphasis, the main message, if anything, if you don't get anything out of this, if you just get one thing out of this little clip, I don't think nothing will change. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm getting at. Nothing's going to change. Hamas is used to this. They lose leaders all the time, man. This is their thing. This is how they know. They're used to it. I think, according to the news, they're going to select his brother. Yahya Sinwar's brother might be the new head of Hamas. I haven't watched the news because I just woke up. So maybe they've selected the brother already. I don't know. But that's all I want to say. Yes, it's a big story, but I don't think it's going to really fundamentally change anything. That's all I want to say.